In this video, we're going to actually take it a step further. We're going to show you how to use advanced segmentation to focus on the right prospects within that time. Knowing your market size is great, but let's be honest, you can't just go after everyone at once. We need advanced segmentation to help you basically dive into who is most likely to convert today or within a short time period. If we're thinking about total addressable market, we're mostly thinking about static kind of filters, specific firmographic data like we used before, location, size, industry. For advanced segmentation, we want to use not static filters, but dynamic filters, because we're going to always take a small portion of your total addressable market and use that to market. So let's dive into use website content filter. We still have the same filters as before from our previous TAM calculations, but we're going to add one specific dynamic filter to it. Dealfront scrapes millions of websites to make sure that you can actually see what's currently on their website. One thing we could do within these specific companies is check, for example, if they have a very specific ISO certificate displayed on their website. This specific ISO certificate would then be linked to the security training that we could provide within this example. So it serves directly to these specific companies being a perfect fit for us to add value towards. As you can see, we see a list of companies who are mentioning these specific filters, these specific certificates on their website. So that could be seen as a first really cool way of doing advanced segmentation. The second one would be jumping into what we call job ad filters. We're still using the same TAM definitions, of course, but now the dynamic filter would be what kind of job ads are or have they been posting. More specifically, job ads that have safety training within the copy of the specific job. As you can see, we can now see within those companies that there's only a couple people who are actually hiring currently and are literally telling safety is one of our priorities for us. As you can see, it could be sometimes even that they're hiring safety people, but it could be perfectly as well that they want to make sure that their engineers are staying current with safety training, etc. Again, a really cool example. These were two very specific ones. To show you another more broader one would then be going into kind of companies that are showing more so business expansions, mergers and acquisitions, investment activity. It's a sort of advanced segmentation as well, because we're looking at companies within your TAM who are actually showing great growth. And obviously, if we're talking about training, there are going to be people coming within the company. There's a high chance that there would be additional training needs. So again, a really cool way of making sure that we have an additional specific advanced segmentation done. The last example would then be, if you would have that, is to use Leadfeeder, our website tracking tool, to use the same TAM definition, but instead of using, let's say, generic or like high level signals, we're going to actually look at who from this 90,000 companies have actually been visiting your website. Because obviously, if any of these specific companies are visiting your website and you're not actively reaching out to them and kind of trying to do business with them, we should be doing that. So that would be then my last example of advanced segmentation. There's many more, and obviously it's very specific to what you as a company would be needing. So if you want my help, I'm happy to kind of go through this with you. Reach out to us and we'll happily do this together.